By the end of this video, you should have a narrative essay topic. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to get into brainstorming. As you all know by now, I'm a division supervisor in Vanguard's College Counseling Division. I work with a lot of students and have worked with a lot of students on their essays. So I have assisted students in getting into schools like Cornell, UC Berkeley, UCLA. This essay writing process is my favorite part of the whole college application because I love to see what each student comes out with. I never know what kind of amazing essay might come out of them, and I hope the same for you as well. So we're going to start on brainstorming today. Brainstorming does not need to be difficult. It does not need to be stressful. We're going to sit down today. You're going to do it all during this video. I'm going to give you time for a couple of brainstorming exercises, direct you through them, and by the end of this video, you should have a narrative essay topic. Okay? The purpose of your narrative is, for one, to show your personality to the admissions committee in a way that your resume and your transcripts can't, right? But another aspect of your narrative is actually being memorable to the admissions committee. So you want to pick a topic that they're going to remember that's going to be different from other people. For instance, I had one student write about sourdough starter that he made. This particular student, he didn't just make sourdough starter because he liked bread. He actually made it in the middle of the night and he hid it in his bookshelf because he didn't want his family to know that he was trying to make bread. And so day after day, he fed his sourdough starter in the middle of the night. And then he tried to make bread in the middle of the night. And so he ended up with this beautiful essay about intellectual curiosity and problem solving through the lens of this sourdough starter that he made. We here at Vanguard, we've also had a student get into Harvard and Yale with an essay that was about gardening and the Japanese language. So this student told the story of trying to get rats out of his garden and eventually learning to deal with those rats in a collaborative way that worked for the benefit of the garden and for the rats, and for the student in the long term because of the garden. So that to say, you can write about anything. You can write about the most ridiculous things. You can write about, a personal trauma as well, but you don't have to. You can write about from the most ridiculous topic to a relatively boring one, as long as you do it through your own unique lens. Okay. All right, let's get into some brainstorming activities. For now, we're going to ignore the Common App essay prompts. What we're going to focus on is you want to find a topic that shows your personal growth and values. So it talks about you as an individual and what's important to you and how you've grown. That's all you need to know for now. You don't have to worry about the prompts yet. We'll get into that. We're going to start with an exercise called the 20 facts exercise. I like to call this 20 questions except for yourself. And I'm going to do it with you. And at the end, I'll show you kind of what I came up with during this exercise, and I would love it if you guys would comment below what you came up with during this exercise. Okay, so the 20 facts exercise, we're going to do it for 10 minutes, and the goal is to write down 20 things that are true about yourself. That's it. So these things can be boring things. You can say stuff like, I like tea. That's a fact about me. I have my cup of tea right here. You could say, I have a sibling, right? And so the goal of it is to get your brain working and just finding things about yourself that might be good, right? I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. I hope you all get the gist of that. Okay, 10-minute timer, everybody. Let's go. Please ignore the email notification. Halfway. 48 seconds. See if we can squeeze out 2 more facts. I say that, but I'm like, oh no, what other facts do I have? Alright, there's the timer, everybody. So it's been 10 minutes. Let's see how many facts I came up with. If you have 20, great. If you don't have 20 yet, you can pause the video and keep thinking. My hypothesis is that these facts, since you had to, rack your brain for the most available facts about you, a lot of them are going to be around one fundamental aspect of you. I'll show you what I have here, or I'll tell you. So I, of course, have a couple of very simple, straightforward facts, like I am 25, I have 2 brothers and 1 sister, I'm 5 feet, 2 inches and a half, okay? Normal things like that. I also have things about what I like I like to train my dog, I like to crochet. And then I have other things that are just a part of me, such as I have an autoimmune disease. I work for Vanguard College Prep. I write poetry, things that are just a part of who I am and come out in my personality. But what I'm noticing is that there are a couple areas that these focus around, right? My different facts focus around my crocheting, my dog, and my autoimmune diseases. Not all of those are good topics, I would say, but they can be part of a good topic. We're gonna do 2 other exercises, and these ones will be shorter. We're gonna talk about passions. So one aspect that is really important to have in your college essay or your narrative essay is passion. Of course, this isn't true in all cases. Like if I wrote about my autoimmune disease, for instance, it would be an important part of me, but I might not be passionate. Although that's not strictly true. Like if I went on to do a whole lot of studies and go into medicine, like that might be a real passion for me. Obviously, I'm in English. I didn't go into medicine, but you do want to keep an eye out for these passions as well, because that can make a really fantastic narrative essay. So I want you to write down things that you love and things that you know a lot about. Okay? I'll give us just 5 minutes this time. 5-minute timer, let's go. You know what? I'm not going to give us the whole 5 minutes on this. I'm going to give us 2 minutes. I just don't feel like I have that many things that I love and know a lot about. Maybe you feel like you need more time than that, and that's fine. All right, that's 2 minutes. Okay, so let's look for those common threads among all the brainstorming that we've done here. So common threads for me are dog training, books, autoimmune disease. Maybe poetry should go in there with books, so reading and writing, more like. Okay, so make a note of those common threads that you have as well. I would love to read them, so feel free to drop those in the comments. Also, if you want my opinion on them, feel free to drop them in the comments. I've read, hundreds of essays, right? Here at Vanguard, we have it down to a science. So if you want to drop your ideas in the comments and have me tell you what I think is best, I would love that. You can also expound on them a little bit more, be like, oh, I like dogs and kind of this is why it's connected to my personal growth or something like that. I would love to hear as much as you want to tell me about your potential college essay topics. For now, I'm going to make a note of these couple things for me, and throughout the next several weeks, I'm going to go through the entire process of writing a narrative essay or a college essay. I'm going to write it along with you. So I'll have more videos like this one where you sit with me and you work on one particular aspect of it, and you shouldn't have to work on it very much outside of the actual videos that you do with me. So make a note of your topics. And then next time, we will go through the Common App prompts and how to write a hook. That will be in 2 weeks. It's been fun hanging out with you guys, and I can't wait to see what kinds of essays you guys write. See you next time.